Hello, my name is Wongani Queries, and this is our database. So our first query is the order by query, and the order by query sorts the query results. In this case, we are sorting the age in descending order. That's from the highest to the lowest. Moving on, our second query is the inner join query. This is used when retrieving data from separate tables, two or more. Here we are we're trying to retrieve game ID. We are trying to retrieve game ID and result description from results, and crab ID from chess crab. And those are our results. The next one is the aggregate functions. Here I've used the count and sum. We are displaying number of teams having count the crab ID. That's displaying the number of teams counting the ID, and the same with the number of games counting the game ID and summing up the points for the whole thing. And those are results: number of teams, number of games, and the sum of points. Moving on, partial matching. This retrieves all results that are partial matching in case of a not fully known condition. For example, in this one, we are selecting all those where first name has DAV in it, and those are our results. The first name with David, Dave, and so on. 5. Self-join query. This retrieves data from one table but uses joins to join itself. In this case, we are selecting crab name and country from the same table, chess crab, but using joins, and that's our result. 6. The group by and having crows. This is used when the result needed is to be grouped and restricted to meet the condition. So here we are grouping by crab name, having that the number of players, that's the total of player IDs, is greater than 0, and that's our result if we run the query. 7. A subquery as a relation. This is used to retrieve specified columns from other. 8. A subquery in the where clause. If we have two tables related through a column, a subquery in the where clause is needed to filter the record based on the name of a column. So there is our query, and we have a subquery right there in the where clause. We have our where there, and we have a bracket there as our subquery. So we run it, and that's our output. The next one is create view query. Views store query results as future tables, and that's our query for the view. If we run it, it shows that it's successful. That's our query name. Okay, sorry, that's our view name, not query name. That's our view name. So on to the number 11, which is view as a relation query. That's our code. That's our query for viewing the query where sponsor is equal to ESPN. So it has selected the data as specified where the sponsor is ESPN. And lastly, on 11 is the triggers. So Okay, so yeah, we have an error there because yeah, I already created the trigger, so this table is already in there, the table that we created. I have my delimiter there. That's the event to fire the trigger. That's because this trigger will be triggered when the record is inserted into the chess scrub table, which is an event to fire the trigger. So yeah, that's the thing. So let's try to insert things in the table to see if the trigger fires. So I'm inserting into chess club. If I insert, oh, okay, I have an error because I already have the things, the table. Anyway, I'll just select the, okay, then okay, it seems like I already did this, so it's avoiding duplicating, so that's why I'm having the error. Anyway, on the first insert, I inserted this first record on there, which is Arsenal in the country UK. So if I try to select from that table, if I try to retrieve data there, I will have the Arsenal there. And this is what I previously inserted, and this is what I just inserted now. When I'll run the trigger again where I had the error there. There. So yeah, thank you. That's it.